thank you all that was the happy.
And the girl said,
Strega-Nona, we want husband. I'll make you a special potion.
And one girl said,
Strega-Nona, I have. Oh, I see you need my special wart removal. Well, good luck.
well, Strega-Nona was getting old and she needed someone to help her tend her little house and garden. So she said,
I know, I'll just put up some help wanted signs.
So she went to the town square and she put up some help wanted signs around the village. Well, Big Anthony, who never paid any attention, saw the signs and went to see her.
Is that a help wanted sign? Oh, yes, Big Anthony. I'm looking for somebody to sweep the house, weed the garden, wash the dishes, and tend to the animals.
And for this, she would give him 3 coins, a place to sleep, and Strega-Nona warned him.
Never touch the pasta pot. Never touch the pasta pot! Oh, gee, yes.
So the days went by, and Big Anthony did his work, and people came to Strega-Nona to see her for husbands and wart removal and things like that. And Big Anthony had a nice bed to sleep in next to the goat shed, and he had food to eat, and he was very happy. Well, one evening, when Big Anthony was tending to the animals, he heard Strega-Nona singing.
Bubble, bubble, pasta pot. Boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up.
Oh, and the pasta pot bubbled and boiled and was suddenly filled with steaming hot pasta. And then Strega-Nona sang.
Enough, enough, my pasta pot. I have pasta nice and hot, so simmer down my balls of clay until I'm hungry another day.
Big Anthony was amazed, and he said,
That's a magic pot for sure.
but too bad for Big Anthony, because he did not see Strega-Nona blow 3 kisses to the magic pot. Well, the next day, Big Anthony went to the town square to fetch water, and he told everyone about the magic pot. But one villager said to Big Anthony,
Big Anthony, you are so silly. A pot that cooks by itself? Ha ha ha. Big Anthony, you better go confess to the priest, Big Anthony. Such a lie. Big Anthony is such a sin. Let's get back to our work. We have better things to do with our time.
and they all laughed at Big Anthony. But then Big Anthony said,
I'll show them someday. Someday I'll get the pasta pot and make it cook. Then they'll be sorry.
well, that day came sooner than you might think. All the people went back. 2 days later, Strega-Nona said to Big Anthony,
I need to go over the mountains to see my sisters, Strega and Amelia. Sweep the house, sweep the garden, wash the dishes, and feed the animals. And remember, never touch the pasta pot. Never touch the pasta pot!
and he said yes to Strega-Nona, but he was really thinking his chance had come. And as soon as Strega-Nona was out of sight, Big Anthony went inside. And he sang,
Bubble, bubble, pasta pot. Boil me some pasta to fill me up. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up.
well, sure enough, the pot bubbled and boiled and began to fill with pasta. Big Anthony ran to the town square and shouted to the people,
Everyone, grab forks and plates. Pasta for all at Strega-Nona's house.
But Mark said,
I don't believe it.
and Basil said,
Let's go about forks.
Christopher said,
I'm got the sauce.
well, they all grabbed their forks and plates. And when they got to Strega-Nona's house, The pasta pot was so full, it began to overflow.
Oh my heavens! Pasta for all! I've never seen anything like it. Big Anthony, you are a hero. Let's eat. Yum!
Oh, they all began to eat pasta, shoving it in their faces. It was so delicious. Oh, and soon they were all full. And when they'd had their fill, Big Anthony sang,
Enough, enough, my pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day.
but alas, he did not blow the 3 kisses. He went outside to the applause of the crowd, but he was so busy bowing and listening to compliments that he didn't notice the pot was still making pasta until one girl said,
Oh, Big Anthony, look!
and Christopher said, pasta's pouring.
The pasta pouring out of the pot.
And Basil said, it's all over the floor.
It's all over the floor.
And Mark said,
It's coming out the door.
Anthony rushed in and shouted the words again with the help of the villagers.
Enough, enough, my pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day.
But it did no good. He did everything he could think of, but it kept pouring out. It filled up the house. It came through the windows, and the people were moving around like they were sliding through pasta. It was coming out the window. The people began to worry. Lizzie said,
Do something, Big Anthony.
Sophia said, the pasta's going crazy.
The pasta's going crazy. We better protect our town from the pasta. What will we
Go
build
over.
barricades? Build a wall. Build a dam.
And Basil said,
Let's pray.
well, just then, Stregonona came down the road home from her visit. She didn't have to look twice to see what had happened. She made her way through the pasta. And then she sang,
Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have pasta nice and hot. Simmer down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day.
and she blew 3 kisses. And with a sputter, the pot stopped boiling, and the pasta came to a halt. And everyone said, but then the people turned on poor Big Anthony. And one girl said,
Punish him!
but Stregonona said,
Wait, the punishment must fit the crime.
so she took a fork from someone and handed it to Big Anthony and
Okay,
said,
Big Anthony, you wanted pasta from the magic pot, and I want to sit in my little bed tonight. Start teasing.
and so he did.
Poor